government's full support, as would be obvious, for the victims and their families, as well as full-scale investigation to hunt down those responsible. Let's go back to Cindy Hsu in the newsroom.
Wait a minute. What's the matter? That's the other tower is gone. Hold it a second. Let's hear this.
World Trade Tower Center. No more buildings collapsed.
If Jim Smith is with us still in Chopper 2, Jimmy, you there?
What?
Michael, we just saw that as well. The second tower, the only one that was standing, tower number 1, we saw some kind of explosion, a lot of smoke come out at the top of the tower, and then it collapsed down onto the streets below, much like we saw the first tower just about a half hour ago.
Gosh, this is an unbelievable, it's incredible, incredulous.
And truly, as you're looking at the at what there is of the Manhattan skyline at this point, the two most prominent landmarks, the World Trade Centers,
they're gone.
Reduced to a pile of rubble and ash.
They're gone.
Billowing above the city. Jim Smith, stay with us if you will.
What is like knocking? It's unfriggin' believable.
It changed the face of New York.
We have seen the entire lower half of Manhattan just completely covered in smoke, debris, dust, everything well south of Canal Street is just completely and covered in this smoke and dust at this time. There is not anything recognizable of what were the two trade towers, nothing standing out from those clouds of dust.
They're gone now. Yeah, I mean, that's the end of the World Trade Center.
What have we done so bad to deserve this?
Nothing. Now we're going to go to the only thing we've done is...
Look at that. Look at how the debris has rained down on the street.
Isaac, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Listen, I was in Israel for a year. This stuff happens every single day.
I know. Well, now it's been brought home, and this is what the Israelis have been saying, and really the world has not allowed them to wipe out these terrorists. But
to be completely honest with you, it's almost like to say that all Arabs are bad, that's wrong. But to say that we should stop ourselves from, retaliating against Hamas and the PLO and organizations like that's only purpose is to destroy. In other words, talk about human rights, fine. But this is not about human rights. This is about terrorism. And you have to fight an army with weapons. There's no way.
Yeah, you got to take out countries. Frank, you're on the air. Frank? No, Frank, he's gone. I don't even know. So a lot of the phone lines are giving us trouble.
I can't make calls going out.
I've made a couple. If you keep doing it, it comes and it goes. But within the city,
this is unbelievable. Kathy, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard. I'm calling from Phoenix. I just wanted to give you guys a kid's perspective. I got a 9-year-old sister that just called me and asked me, why do people hate the Americans?
Well, because we have everything, and we have a way of life that's organized and free, and they're jealous. It's an easy question to answer.
Yeah.
We have it all.
I said, honey, I'm sorry you have to witness stuff like this.
Because these other countries live in fear of their leaders.
It's unbelievable.
They're raised to hate, and we have to now recognize.
And they make us responsible for all of their misery.
It's no different than when you were a kid growing up and you were beaten. I mean, it's you either take out those that beat you or you accept it and the behavior continues.
Right. And to see a broadcast, live over TV while she's getting ready for school just... Yeah. It hit me hard.
As Robin pointed out, for a year now, they've all been saying, well, bin Laden's is preparing a big attack on the United States. I don't know if it's bin Laden on this particular thing, but once I hear he's preparing an attack, level the country he lives in. Yeah. They're protecting him.
Exactly.
Why do we care? We're a country that has it all. Now's the time to level. There's too many people in the world anyway. Level them out.
And how many other attacks have to happen that's already happened before we do something?
I hope this is enough.
Yeah, we're too worried about...
I hope this is enough that we don't care about public opinion.
Yeah. And I'm angry. I'm angry right now. I'm not even trying to... I don't care how the radio show sounds or not. I mean, I just genuinely feel this way. I don't understand if we are so hated and so at war. And there are people... I mean, what are we waiting for?
Yeah.
What are we waiting for? Michael, go ahead. And then I'm going to get out of here because there's no point in me staying on. I'm sure people are tuning to television. Don't you agree, Tom?
You know what? I think for callers like this, as long as you want to stay. Okay. Because I think you've got I think you have a significant purpose at this.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Then I'll stay. Michael, you're on the air.
I believe that.
Howard, good morning. Actually, I had an appointment in Brooklyn this morning. Obviously, I didn't make it, but I've been stuck in my car and down by the courts here, and actually seeing our military is now flying over all of Manhattan.
Yeah.
I've noticed 3 or 4 planes already.
Are you in a dust storm right now?
Yeah, basically we were right by the courts over there, and the dust storm was unbelievable. I've gotten out of that area finally now. I'm on my way back out to the island. but you could see the military flying over, and the police are basically asking everybody to go home, and, you know, stores are closing up, the courts have locked up, everything is locked up down here in Brooklyn, and Brooklyn is a disaster.
This is unreal, and we don't know what else is to come.
Hey,
Frank, go ahead.
Hey, Howard.
Hey.
Listen, are most of the antennas located on top of the World Trade Center?
Yeah, a lot of antennas are down, right? A lot of the radio stations and television stations can't broadcast.
Yeah, Channel 9, Channel 13 are definitely out.
Yeah.
And also, the last time we were attacked, most of the radio stations went off the air.
Yes.
Why didn't that occur this time?
I can answer because most of them have moved.
Yeah.
Most of them are now on another building.
Right.
Don't even want to
say. Hey, Howard, I got a question. If you're down, right, in the mix of all that, you know, with the smoke and everything like that, I mean, can you breathe in that stuff?
No. It's very difficult.
We were just watching. A guy was completely covered in dust.
Yeah.
This is probably what...
we're watching now. If you're watching the news on Channel 2, New York is covered. You
can't even see Lower Manhattan.
Here's Ronnie Munn.
Yeah, I'll give you an update on downtown. My daughter-in-law works at 25 Broadway, which is like 5 blocks from there.
Yeah.
They're all sitting in the offices with gas masks on.
Oh, my goodness.
She can't get out?
No.
Where are they getting gas masks from?
I guess they have them in the city office. I guess they have them on hand.
So you spoke to her inside the building?
No, my her mother did.
And she's sitting there with a gas mask
they're
on?
all sitting with gas masks.
That's amazing.
Howard.
Yeah.
I'm actually on the Jersey side, looking into New York City from Weehawken Boulevard East.
Yeah.
You can literally, it looks like a volcano.
It does. That's what I'm seeing. It's a volcano all over Manhattan.
It's Hiroshima.
It looks like, something from a natural disaster. An earthquake, a volcano, something.
We're lucky a nuclear device wasn't dropped onto Manhattan.
Yeah.
This is nothing compared to what they could have done to us, and we gotta go.
And we're sitting around twiddling our thumbs.
We're going to kick some serious ass. It's got to be.
New York City lacks in security because it's unbelievable that these planes were able to get through.
Yeah, well, how do you protect it?
I mean, how do you stop it?
How do you stop? You know how you stop it? You regularly go up. As soon as you hear of terrorism going on, you blow up the whole goddamn country. Why should we risk our way of life?
Exactly.
Let's teach these clowns a lesson.
Well, to remind you one more time, these terrorist attacks kept happening during, I think it was the Reagan administration, and he finally just sent bombs over to Libya. He bombed the country.
Yep. Right. Exactly. That's what you got to do.
That's enough.
It's very simple.
You want to keep these terrorists around, we're going to bomb you.
Until you get rid of them.
Somebody's paying a price, and he said, you're going to pay the price, and all of a sudden it stopped.
Right.
Yeah. It wasn't worth the price.
That he exactly.
Oh, I'd blow up Iran, those clowns, the Palestinian, all of them, all these nudniks.
Afghanistan,
all of them.
That's where supposedly that's where Bin Laden
is.
Yeah.
They've been keeping him company.
It's a big joke. They keep these guys and these guys pay them off. Blow them all up and be done with them. And you know what? You won't miss a night's sleep. You won't.
Exactly.
And it's really as simple as they're children over there, and they're spoiled, and they've gotten comfortable.
Howard.
Yeah.
After we got bombed the first time at the World Trade Center, if you went to all the airports, they had you could not get your car anywhere near the terminals.
This is embarrassing.
Hey, Howard.
This is embarrassing.
Even since then, you can.
Well, they've got our government running out of buildings.
Our government is scared, Howard, to fight. What?
I'll pick up line 12 because the guy says that there's a report on Fox right now that there's a plane heading to Washington.
Hello?
A hijacked plane.
What are you hearing?
I'm watching Fox News right now, Howard, and they're saying there's a hijacked plane en route to Washington right now.
All right, let me go up on the news here, and we'll see if we can hear anything.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep.
We told you that unidentified plane flying to one airport. We're not told which one. Somewhere in northern Virginia. We can only reiterate the developments that have happened to this point.
Speaking of developments, Michael, I can't admit what happened in Washington, D.C. beside the explosion of the plane going into the Pentagon. We heard earlier that there was an explosion at Capitol Hill. We're relieved to say that it did not exist, that did not happen. There was no explosion at Capitol Hill, but we did hear reports earlier that there was a fire at the very popular Washington Mall in Washington, D.C. Cindy Hsu is in our newsroom. She's keeping up abreast of...
Where's the pictures of the Pentagon, by the way? Is that blacked out?
I'm sure a lot of people are making calls down to friends, Lower Manhattan. The phones...